Hello, my name is Adrienne Velazquez, and I am the CEO and founder of the Six Figure Stylist, and this is my story. I'm originally from New Jersey. I am a Jersey girl, and I am one of four. I'm that middle child, and I came from a family where my mother and father, they pushed education. Everybody has degrees. They pushed me into going to college, but that was not my thing. It was so crazy. As a little girl, my parents had taken me and my sisters on to a trip in Canada. And while I was in Canada at this hotel, I saw some hairstylists and some models getting ready for a hair show. Look of joy all over their face and just the whole behind the scenes thing. It really piqued my interest. So it started early on as a little girl where I was shaving all those Barbie dolls and cutting up all those Cabbage Patch Kids. But my parents pushed for me to go off to college. I would say in my second year, that was when I realized that was not for me. That was not my story. I wanted to be a hairstylist, and I'll never forget how when my dad came to me, he was a little down and he was a little upset because he did not see being a hairstylist as a lucrative career. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was just so determined to show him that this is a business where I can make as much money as a lawyer and as a doctor, and I've been able to do that. I've been able to sustain my family when my husband has been laid off, helping two kids graduate out of high school at the same exact time and being able to put them through college without missing a beat. This industry, I've been able to grow my business even through COVID. So this is a six-figure stylist business if you all work it right. My biggest moment in my career, I can honestly say, a lot of people would think that it would be, me opening up a 3,000 square foot salon. But honestly, the biggest highlight in my career, I would never forget as a little girl, I had told my mother and my aunt I wanted to be at the Warner Brothers hair show on their stage as an educator. And I was blessed with that opportunity more than once to grace the stage at the Warner Brothers hair show. And I'll never forget when I was behind the scenes, and I really have to thank Scott Freeman from Brazilian Blowout, because he really don't know, he played a huge part in my career and also with me starting the six-figure stylist coaching program with me working the Warner Brothers hair show. I'm like, as a little girl, I dreamed of it and I was able to do it. And I'll never forget how my dad walked up to me and he was smiling from ear to ear, and he had said to me, "I'm so proud of you." And he also apologized because in his mind, he did not see me being in a career that would be able to sustain my family. He thought that this was going to be a career that, I was going to be robbing Paul to pay Peter. But I showed him, Dad, I did it. And that's my story. And it could be so many of you all's story. A lot of times fear gets in the way and we will stop ourselves. If this is your dream, run at it. I tell a lot of people, stop dreaming and just do it, because this is an endless career and it's endless money. This is the only career, guess what? We could design our paycheck every single day, every single week. One of my greatest tips that I wish I would have learned almost 30 years ago, and I think that's probably telling my age, but one of the greatest things that I've learned was to know my self-worth and charge what you're worth. A lot of times we are told that, you know, as stylists, we shouldn't charge a certain amount. We're so anxious and we're so scared to lose a client or to build our career where we really do not charge what we worth. You know, and I've been able to design the paychecks and the lifestyles that I love. First saw success in my business, so I'll never forget when I relocated to San Antonio, Texas. I would like to say that I am so fabulous that my clients flew all the way from New Jersey to Texas, but guess what? That didn't happen. And there was a lot of fear, you know, because of my age and because of my knowledge of what I did not know what I was getting into. But I worked up under two amazing salon owners. Time went on. I was like, you know what? This is what I would want in my business. This is what I would not want in my business. When I opened up my first salon, I'll never forget when I had my first $3,000 week. I was ecstatic. And I started looking at what was some of the things that I did differently. What was it that I was doing different in Texas that I wasn't doing in New Jersey? And one of the biggest things that I noticed, my clients in New Jersey, I was just taking them for granted that they were gonna show up. Whereas though in Texas, I was learning how to go out and actually seek the client that I wanted sitting in my chair. I learned how to pre-book my clients. I learned how to upsell my clients, and I learned how to work one of the things that I hated the most, and I ended up loving it, and that was social media. I hated social media, but I learned in order for me to build my business, yeah, the old-fashioned way with passing out cards is still good, but I learned that, you know what, Adrienne, if you want to get clients in here a lot faster, you got to go out here and you got to learn social media. So I started taking classes. I also brought on a life coach, a business coach, and other mentors and mastermind coaches to steer me into the direction of where I wanted to take my business, because I had a goal. You know, a lot of times we don't set those goals, and we don't set the goals out of fear of not hitting them. But I'm gonna challenge you all to set those goals, and goals are meant to be changed if you don't hit them. But just keep it going, don't give up. You know, six-figure stylist is out here for everybody. All right, guys, so if you were anything like me and you just did not know, like, from up and down and where to take your business next, but you know that you have a love and a passion for this, but you just don't have the systems in place to get you to the next level, I am suggesting that, guess what? I am going to offer you a complimentary breakthrough session. Also join our Facebook group, Stop Dreaming and Just Do It, so you can be supported by other like-minded stylists. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it.